This dog found half frozen and frozen to the ground in Utica this morning. I'm Laura Hand. What's being done to find the owner? The story new at 5:30.
New at 5:30, how he was rescued and the latest in the investigation. Our Laura Hand has more.
Here, buddy.
This afternoon, this 3-year-old pit bull was just beginning to recover from being tied outside. When Utica police rescued him, it was minus 19 degrees.
It was just a matter of time before this dog would have froze to death. There was frostbite, there was skin torn off the paws and the legs and the rear end where the dog was probably sitting on ice and then got up and tore it off.
This is where the dog was found, on Utica's west end, almost in the shadow of the Saranac Brewery. It was tied to this table outside a bar, and you can still see the evidence of where he was frozen to the ice.
We're looking for tips on who the owner of the dog is so we can speak with them.
Utica police got the call about 5:30 this morning.
Came from a concerned neighbor. They heard a dog, what they thought was a dog crying.
When police brought the dog to the Humane Society, workers here gave him lots of TLC and warmed him with blankets. But they know the crisis is not over.
He's definitely underfed, and he's definitely probably has some other issues internally because he's not holding down any food or water right now. So we're really watching, and we're very concerned about what's going on inside this dog.
Now he's been taken to a veterinarian for more tests and for treatment.
So we're hoping for a great finish to this story. It's a terrible start to it. The dog almost froze to death. Thank goodness somebody called.
There are already lots of offers to adopt. And if there's any good to come out of this horrific experience, here at the Humane Society, they hope it's a wake-up call about the dangers of leaving any dog out in frigid cold.
New information on a story we've been following that captured the hearts and minds of Central New Yorkers. Applications for adoption were accepted for little Appolo. His story being chained outside during the coldest night of the year created quite a buzz. Laura Hand has the start of a happy ending for the pit bull.
And it is a happy ending. I visited with Appolo this afternoon for the first time since we brought you his story. And look for yourself because the change is dramatic.
These are good days for Appolo. He's the center of attention at the Stephen Swan Humane Society, playing with all his donated toys. Quite a difference from when we introduced you a month ago, just after he was found frozen to the ice, tied up outside a bar near Utica's FX Matt Brewery. Appolo's gained 20 pounds. Today they started taking applications for adoption.
And he's beginning to trust people a little bit more. You can all probably understand that he lost trust in people. He was just very apprehensive about even being around people. Now he's more comfortable every day with people, and he's socializing more with animals, but we'd prefer he goes into a home with no pets.
Jerry's in front of a wall of get well letters. Many came with donations, over $5,000 to help pay medical bills.
He has really been a lightning rod for people to discuss cases of abuse, what the criminal justice system is doing to bring those people to justice, and what people can do in their own neighborhoods with making anonymous calls and reporting cases of abuse so those animals can be saved.
So Appolo's doing pretty well. He'll be in a new home before long. And there's something that they're calling the Appolo effect. We'll talk about that next at 6. In Utica, Laura Hand reporting.